he's got.
Not sure.
I just like knowing I'm a better tank than him.
Yeah.
That's just a tank thing, I think, man. You gotta have the biggest dick in the room.
I think the farthest I've ever got was silver.
Oh, okay, nice.
With DPS.
Oh, I see.
Bronze tank.
There you go. Have you ever done one in the wrong spec? Like, do the DPS one as a tank?
Uh-uh.
Oh, that's fun. You get an achievement for it.
Really?
Yep.
What's it called? Like, my dick is bigger than Azeroth?
Let me see. It's called... you're doing it wrong. Successfully complete any of the basic silver trials at the Proving Grounds while in specialization not suited for it. So I got silver healing on this demon hunter using bandages.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you ever saw a demon hunter that's a proven healer?
Yeah. I'm
I
proven
bet
healer
I
here.
bet you definitely find a DK that could do it.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. These waves
Oh,
are
so
interesting.
I got a private message from Big.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said something about re-rolling to a warrior.
Yeah.
I said, just talk to Mad Bug about it because he's taking over my stuff for me while I'm out. He hasn't written me back yet, but...
Oh, he told me, he didn't ask me, he said, hey man, I'm going warrior for BFA. I said, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, like, okay. You know, I'm not going to tell this guy not to play what he wants to play.
Yeah. But back to the Liz thing. If it's one thing I've learned over the years is GM or officer or raider, you never, ever, 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 ever show your hand to anyone. And the reason being is because people in World of Warcraft will hold grudges, and they'll tend to hold grudges infinitely. And the last thing you want to do is burn a bridge that, regardless if you have no plans on coming back, there's still other people over there that you may like that may get misinformation and judge you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just don't ever show your hand, man. Like, be like, yo, I need to do what's best for me, and, you know, I'm doing it to go do my thing. And, you know, just letting you know, I am not planning on influencing people to do the same. But if they choose to do that, that's on them. You know, it's bound to happen. It's reality. Because there's nothing going on here, and they're going to seem to think something's going on elsewhere. So, you know, you can be honest like that, but just don't present it like, you know, well, people are going to follow me, or that. Because I know Liz, he'll take that as, oh, you're trying to screw me.
Yeah. And then it'll be, oh, your old guild was right about you. You know what I mean? That's...
I would answer right back with, look, dude, I've stuck with you, and I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
You know, I've been sticking it out here, and nothing's going on.
Yeah.
So, which I'm sure Liz is already cursing me for it, because I'm, you know, whatever. But,
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'll tell them about, look, you know, nothing's going on here. You know, the calls that we're making as officers are wrong. I said, and, you know, you're just not, I tell you honestly, Liz, you're just not willing to hear anything but what you already think.
Yep.
You know, and I like you, man. You're a good guy, but you're just making the wrong call on this.
Like, look, dude, Liz is a good guy, right? And that's probably one of the reasons I stuck by him.
Yeah.
He is a good guy. He's a really good guy.
That's the reason I'm here as long as I have been, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. He has, but the thing is he's been holding my hand tight. He's been tied my hands behind my back to the point where it's like, I told him flat out, I don't want, you know, Dry on the team anymore. I don't want Medrin on the team anymore. I don't want this person, this person, this person. I want to replace them. Yeah. And he would be like, no, you know, Medrin's got, you know, 80%, attendance or 90% attendance. I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter what the sheet says. I'm telling you, his attendance is shit, okay? And he's always fucking late, or there's always an excuse. You know, the same thing with Victor, dude. I've been raiding with Victor for 2-3 years. Blast.
Right.
And, you know, with him, he's hit or miss. He's a solid heel.
When he's here.
Like, he's not the greatest thing in the world, but he's solid. You know, but when he's here, exactly. Like, give you an example. If I was to leave and take everybody with me and start a whole new thing, I'd probably take 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Even though there'd be like 15 that would want Paul. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because of that exact reason. I only want to surround myself with people who give the same level of shit that I do or better.
Yeah.
And it's just not there, man. It's not there. Like, you've got maybe 2 people in Melee, Walter, maybe 2 healers, and I'm going to say 2 with Oasis and Heal Soul.
Yeah, but Heal Soul has to shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, I don't like him. I'm going to say that right now.
Yeah, I'm not his biggest fan because he won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Me, Oasis himself is the perfect raider.
Mm-hmm.
Never talks, always there, doesn't tell you to.
Yep. I think that's just because he's Japanese.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, Jet to me is the same way. Always shows up, talks very little, performs, does what you tell him to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And he's one that I would take. He's not the greatest, but he puts out numbers. He shows up consistently. He's got a good different attitude. Very positive. Wants to do things.
Right.
Misses very rarely. You know? Unless something's happened between the time I've been gone. But, you know what I mean? Like, that's somebody you want. Big's another one. Big's a pain in the ass. I love him to death. You know, grips me into bullshit all the time. But he shows up, wants to succeed, does well.
Yeah, and he steps up when you need him to. You know,
Exactly.
I asked him to call stuff out on the high command fight when we were progressing on that back in the day, and he did. You know, he did exactly what I asked him to do. You know, he's not gunning for a leadership role. He knew what it was that I wanted from him. You know.
And see what they need to do is bring 10 mans back, bro.
Oh yeah, really. I could make a good group out of it. You know, if I could do Mythic and 10 mans.
Oh hell yeah, I would double down on that. Like,
Yeah. But you know,
I don't
it's
know.
just
Like I told Walter the other day, I'm like, I said, man, I'm at the point now where it's either 2 things are gonna happen. Either I'm going back to Horde, or I'm gonna find something that works. Because, you know, I love the guild. I put a lot of hard work into it with no payoff. You know, because I have a GM that just won't let me do what I want to do. And if Liz just let me have free reign to do what I want to do, it'd be a completely different ballgame, dude.
oh yeah. But at this point, it's just the
I couldn't even help it.
Yeah, the foundation is too rotted at this point. You know.
Oh, I agree with you. I'm gonna tell you right now, the only answer for you, and this is me just being 100% completely honest with you, dude. You need to start figuring out what you want to do, because this guild just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, and I was telling Trip this, you know, with my performance, you know, my parses, I know I could go to a guild that's gonna not only see content, but is gonna be competing. If they're not the best guild on their server,
they're gonna clear
be one of the best. You know,
and they're gonna clear the tier.
Yeah, they're gonna clear the tier. That's like not even an issue. That's not a question for them. It's gonna happen. You know, and it's just, you know, what ranking are they gonna get? I mean, I know I could be there, but the thing is there are people here that I really like, you know, and so I don't want to leave them by. Like Trip could do the same thing. And, you know, this is what we were talking about is, you know, he and I and a couple other people, we could be in, you know, top 100 U.S. guilds, no problem. You know, honestly and truly, you know, that's just where we perform at. But we wouldn't be in the same one, you know, because they're gonna need a tank and a DPS. They're probably not even gonna need a fucking tank, honestly. But you know,
that's the problem with where you're at, is that it would be far easier, even Trip as a DH, for him to get a spot. because tanks, a guild only needs 2, bro. They don't need 10.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been approached by probably 4 or 5 guilds at this point. You know, not necessarily like 2 on this server, and then the rest elsewhere. That, hey, one of our tanks wants to go DPS next year. You know, we were looking around. You look like you have a solid head on your shoulders. You know, we've checked out your stream, or we've done, you know, we've seen you, basically.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, would you be interested in coming and trialing with us? And so far it's been no.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I believe it. People in those guilds, they scour logs, man. And they'll just make a fresh tune on a server and whisper it. You know, like, my level of play is nowhere near what it used to be. As of right now, there's no way I could. I don't think I'm anywhere near good enough to be able to be in the same boat like you and Trip are. I definitely used to be when I was playing like my warrior and shit. Right. But that was years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I did get approached, like, in the same fashion. Not anymore. But, I mean, I totally believe it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
so
just,
I mean, the question is just, what do I do? You know, I've been like, server disruption is not going to come over to the guild anymore. They're not going to come. Cass and Para and Liz were making comments about how we were carrying them, which, one, we were not. You know, the top 3 DPS were all from server disruption. It was a alt run norm. You know, it was just a bullshit normal clear, right? Just to go in there and just get to know each other. Well, you know, those 3 started popping off at the mouth at the very beginning of the thing. Like, oh, why? Yeah, openly, like in Discord. Oh, why the fuck are we doing normal? Oh, why the fuck are we, you know, raiding a 3rd time? Oh, you know, are we just carrying them or what? And so, you know, they're like, all right, well, fuck these guys, you know. And I mean, they stayed for the run, but, you know, I had their, you know, 2 out of their 3 leaders were like ready to transfer, you know, dissolve the guild and come over before that raid started. And then after that, you know, they were all like, all right, well, you know, fuck these people. You know, Bart, you're welcome to come over here anytime you want, man. You know, you know, you come hang out with us anytime you want, but, you know, these guys killed it, basically. And so, you know, so that's irritating. But that being said, they, and I've already talked to Trip about this because he was on earlier. You know, Trip and I had a powwow earlier. They have offered me, well, at first they offered me to be their GM and just do whatever the fuck I want. And I said, no, I'm not going to be your GM. You already have 2 co-GMs, you know, that would piss them off. They're my buddies, they like me, but they're the ones that have put in the work into your guild. I said, you know, if you're looking to offload GM onto somebody, it ought to be one of the 2 of them. I said, but he said, well, would you be my raid leader then? Would you make your own group, do your own thing? He said, I've got a weekend group going. He said, we're going to be doing a weekend thing. It's probably not going to go too much further than, you know, a heroic clear, just because, you know, I'm not interested in doing anything more than that. I've already got a raid leader for that, but I want a group for the people in my guild that want to do Mythic. He said, I need somebody who knows what they're doing, who can lead the group of people, who doesn't need anything from me except for, hey, you know, I need you to recruit this or that, you know, that, you know, where he and his main group of people that just want to do heroic can focus on that, but they want a group of people in there to do Mythic. He said, you'll have what you need, you know, full, you know, you and your group of officers basically will have full access to the guild bank. You know, you tell me what you need for your group, I'll recruit it for you. You know, tell me your specifications, what they need to be able to do, all that. He said, you let me know, I'll get it done for you. and you use my already built guild rather than having to start completely fresh. And I told him, I said, I will talk, I'm not going to do anything right now, but, I need to feel a couple things out, talk to some folks, talk to my guys that want to leave. And, it honestly doesn't sound like a bad deal, to be completely honest. Good group of folks. There's probably 10 people in there that really want to do Mythic, that have the ability to. There's 15 to 20 that want to do Mythic. There's about 10 of them that have the ability to do Mythic at the level that I want to do Mythic at.
And they understand that, you might have to make cuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's my group to do what I want with. It's not going to be, oh hey, this person wants to go. It's like, well, you're just not where I need you to be.
I mean, maybe, you should really give it some serious thought.
Yeah.
I talked to Walter about it, and
Walt wants to start his own guild with me. He wants he and I to start our own guild. Doesn't care about anybody else.
Yep. That's just kind of what he told me.
Yeah.
I said, well, is that what you want to do, or you want to go Horde? And then he's like, oh, well, I want to go back to Horde again. And I'm like, well,
he doesn't know what he wants to do. He just doesn't want to do what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I said, just realize that would be like really starting over.
Ooh, not for me, actually, because I have most of my friends are Horde, actually.
I don't know.
We go to the right server, we're gonna have a lot of help, But starting our own guild would make it a little more difficult, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if we went Horde to one of my buddies' guilds, we wouldn't have to worry about that. I've got a couple people on Horde. I have standing invitations to join their guild, just because I've raided with them for so long. But so I'm not worried about me, honestly. I got options. I can do something. I just want to bring as many of my friends with me as I can that are competent Mythic raiders. Look, I'd bring Cass with me as long as he knew he wasn't gonna be an officer. He's just not prepared to give that level of commitment. That's fine.
I mean, he's great and all, but he's not. The whole thing is you need to be able to close your eyes and just be able to say, okay, who will be there 100% every single raid night? 100%. And that's what you
your
need.
Officer for.
Well, that's your raid team.
Well, yeah, but who's going to be there to help out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's capable of leading? I told Trip, I said, look, if I start my own guild or if I go to this group, I said, I want you to be my melee officer. I said, you've shown that you're not only are you capable of it, but you want to do it. And that's a big thing to me, is wanting to actually fucking try. So, you're capable of telling people what they need to hear. You can get on to them if they need it. You can be gentle if they need it. I said, and I want that. I want that for my melee lead. And I said, I still need a range leader. I need a healing leader. I said, and that'd be my officer team, because I've already got someone, this GM that'll recruit. So I need, I need the core people. And I'd have to see. I don't know any range that are at that point. Even in this other guild, I don't know of any range that are, where they can lead. You know what I mean? I know a couple good range, but they're just not at the point where they lead. And they can do their own thing, but they can't do their own thing while telling other people how to do their thing. So anyway, I don't know, man. I'm just hoping something works out.
Oh, how long are you willing to wait to find out? That's the question.
If Tuesday comes, we're not raiding, I'm making moves. I'm gonna talk to people, see who wants to go, and then I'm gonna make my move, get set up somewhere, and start making friends for BFA.
Might be the way to go, man.
Because, you know, I mean, that's the other thing is I'm going to have to, you know, even if I go to this other guild, I'm going to have to make friends, you know, with the people that I don't know. Any guild I go to, I'm going to have to make, you know, some new friends. Because I'm not going to be Big Daddy anymore. You know, hey, he's the raid leader. You know, that'll come. You know, but that's the other thing about server disruption is a lot of those people know who I am already. Like, all their I've been friends with the GM longer than every single one of the officers, except for his real life friends, you know. And the way he talks to me, the way he talks about me, you know, those people already respect me as if I'm one of their leaders. So, you know, that's not like a huge start over for me. You know, I've already built up respect with those people, and you know, his officers, you know, talk to me like I'm one of their officers. I'm a officer in his Discord, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's funny stuff, man. I mean, and my monk's over there already. You know, I barely fucking play my monk, except for to do my 15 each week. But, you know, I mean, I have one tune that I've kept over there. You know, since I've known the guy. You know. So there's that. Yeah, man. Basically what it was, as I got more active with you guys, I got less active with them. So, like, all their old timers know me really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I started putting all my time into Arch Dominus, I stopped doing it over there. Just I didn't have time, man. I couldn't stay up till, you know, bumfuck o'clock. Huh? Oh, at one point in time, they had 4 raid teams. They had a normal, 2 heroics, and a mythic team. They had like 800-900 like individual players, like unique players. Huge guild. He's kicked 500 people that hadn't been on for 2 weeks. He's just like, yeah, they hadn't been on, you know, just kicked them, and you know, they still have a ton of people in there. Like, you know, there's always at least like 30 people on.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, they're active players too, so it's pretty nice. Oh, cool. I got my 20 title. Whatever else happens here, I'm at 23.
If you were to go there, would they have room for Walter to tank with you?
Yes, it'd be my raid group to do what I want with. Completely form it, do what I want to do. If I'd told the GM that he didn't have a spot, that'd be my prerogative. Of course, I mean, I'm not going to do that because he's a great raider. But that's how it's being presented to me, is you do what you want with it. You know, I'm not going to question your decisions. I'm not going to supersede you on anything. What you say is law in there, which is how it should fucking be in our raid, honestly. You know, y'all should talk to me in officer, like, you know, because I ask you guys all the time, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? But at the end of the day, you know, my decision should be what we go with, and we just don't do that. You know. And that,
dude,
you know,
you don't have to.
Liz overrides me every fucking time.
I know he does. He does
like,
it both in raid and out of raid.
Yeah, like I've given up. I don't even, like, when he fucking makes calls over me, I just don't even say anything about it because there's no point. He's not gonna stop, and so I just don't give a fuck anymore. You know.
No, I get it, man.
Like, it'd be one of those things. If I cared, all I'd be doing is getting pissed off every raid. You know, so I just, hey man, you know, he makes calls. Okay, he wanted the wrong person battle res. Fuck it. We'll wipe. It'll be his fault. And, you know, if he gets upset about it, I'll let him know. You made the wrong damn call. You know, I wanted to battle res this person. And, you know, you went and you decided it was going to be this person. You spoke over me to get this person to battle res.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I get tired of telling them. You know, like, I'm sure you've seen it in off chat. What does the raid leader want to do?
Yeah.
Why don't you let the raid leader make that call?
Mm-hmm.
The raid leader should be deciding what bosses we go at, how we go about it, what happens in the middle of the raid, all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Not you. Me
Yeah.
being Liz.
Yep. I know what you meant.
What are you gonna do, man?
Yep.
So you definitely need to, you know, do what's right by you.
Yep.
This shit,
It's
it's
what
over.
now?
It's over. Like with the guild.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Sadly, I'm very sad about that. Honestly, like it's disappointing. But I mean, you're right. You know, the last couple poor decisions were the nails in the coffin. You know,
Like, I mean,
Trip was done when fucking Liz told him that he's just not gonna do anything about Para's attitude. Just will not touch it. And then
Nope.
Para said, "Well, okay." He said, "If you're not gonna do anything about it, you know, I'm not gonna." He said, "I'm not gonna not speak my mind about it in front of Para." He said, "You won't do that." He said, "I will not allow you to do that." And I told Trip, I said, you should have said, "Well, fuck, you're not gonna do anything about Para. You know, what makes you think you're gonna do anything about me?" So, if you can't control Para, why the fuck do you think you can control me? And but, you know, that's just a horrible, horrible place to be at. Where you're basically just telling your GM, no balls.
yeah, it's true.
You know? But, you know, what can you do, man?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I've been tired of.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm just now, like, it's just now other people are there, and frankly, I see an opportunity to take friends with me, and I haven't wanted to leave. You know, I was 100% honest with you when I said, all right, you know, take the second group, do whatever I need to do with them, you know, and that's going to be at a time where Raid's not going to, or Liz isn't going to want to raid. You know, it's going to be on the weekends, it's going to be a little bit later, Liz isn't going to want to raid. So that's going to be, you know, my way of having a progression group that I don't have to worry about Liz changing
Any
all
outside
of my
interference.
decisions. Yep.
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
and frankly, you know, Cascade wouldn't be there either. It's, you know, Cascade's not a big problem, but just him,
He's not always like reliable. That's the
Yeah.
thing too.
yeah. Like I can't count on him to be there. I hate that. You know, or I mean, normally he's just late, but still. I like Cascade. Like I said, I'd take him with me. If he wanted to go, I'd take him with me. You know, that's a bad way to put it, but if he wanted to go to server disruption, I wouldn't say no. Is what I should say. If he wanted to go to another guild, that might be what I want to do, man. Is just fucking talk to another guild that's, you know, clearing content. Be like, look, I got a group of people we want to raid in BFA. You know, we want to come in. Do you want to start a second raid team? You know, and be their fucking second raid team, man. You know, like an 11 out of 11 mythic guild. And I mean, I'll freaking, and you know me, I'll get a tune in their main run and in their alt run, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I wouldn't say weasel my way in, but I'll just prove myself that, you know, I'm not a alt run player, and, you know, get in there and do my thing. That'd be great, man. You know, that's,
Yeah.
everybody would benefit from that. And I'd do what I did in WAD when I was, you know, doing, you know, leading the second raid team, is I'd have 2 tunes that are mythic geared. You know, kind of like what I wanted to do with my Pally this time around. You know, my Pally is, you know, he's got some mythic kills, but he doesn't have everything that my Demon Hunter does. But he's like 970 item level, So, I mean, he's still pretty. I mean, he's as geared as most people's mains,
Right.
And I like having options to do stuff like that. We need another tune. Oh, I can hop on another tune to do something. Oh God, I'm on wave 30. I kill this when I get my title. I'm about to die.
Concentrate.
Oh no, you're good. Actually talking to you is helping me concentrate. So, as weird as that is, I just need to stay in range of the healer. So I'm getting out of her range, killing these illusionary dick suckers.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do either.
Yeah. Alright. I killed wave 30, so I get my title no matter what. But,
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can go now. So, yeah.
So is it proven tank?
Yeah, yep. Proven defender.
Nice.
I am the proven defender. I need to get the proven attacker now, which is the DPS one. I need to learn how to use my tier 21, and then coming in here and doing the proven attacker will be a joke, because that eye build is so godly on AoE.
Yeah.
And tier 20, that's the one I still use. Like, I pissed Trip off. I didn't piss him off. Like, I'm poking fun at him, and he's taking it in good humor.
Yeah.
Like, I can beat him on boss fights in my tier 20. Like short burst boss fights, like in a mythic dungeon, or for the one in particular that we did was Emerald Nightmare. We went and we did Emerald Nightmare. It was he and Cass and I, and I was the top DPS in my tier 20
Nice.
in my off spec. Yeah. So yeah, I took a screenshot of it. I said, hey man, I said we're eventually gonna have a guild website. I said, and this is gonna be my forum signature, so everybody knows that my off spec I do more damage than you. And he's like, oh, you ass. So, yeah, man. But yeah, we're just having fun with it.
See, and it's crazy, man. In Liz's head, everything is peachy keen.
That's what he thinks, man. But his guild's about to fall apart. It's going to take him by surprise. Ooh, I just almost died on wave 32. Holy fuck. Everything right now is doing 32% more damage to me. So everything hurts. I wonder if there's like a hidden achievement for getting to like wave 50 or something.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm gonna see. I think it's impossible, honestly, to get that high.
Oh.
Yeah, because the amount of damage I'm taking right now, and I'm like rotating cooldowns, and I'm geared as hell. It's just like I'm getting close to death a couple of times. And I'm soul bombing up to full health.
Shit.
I'm a yo-yo right now, man. But this is fun. See, this is shit I like to do. Just go back and like do these old proving ground things, like just prove. What kind of a player are you? This takes out the anybody else messing up. It's what can you do?
Yeah.
And so. There are a lot of people like, proving grounds, that means nothing. So, well, it kind of does. It's like the Mage Tower, honestly.
Yeah.
The fact I have a Mage Tower appearance for every tank kind of means something. Maybe I'm a good tank.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Yeah. But anyway. I think this is where I die. I accidentally got stunned. Nope, I live. Anyway, so yeah, man.
Like meh.
Yeah, I lived. I used my soul shards to get back up. I was close to death, and then I won. Have you seen the mechanic yet that finds the squirrel in the car? Oh my god! Please look that video up. It's mechanic finds squirrel in car is what you can Google to find it.
I'll have to check it out.
Oh my god, it's so great. I can start. I mean, I'll start like I quote that randomly. It's the best meme of 2018 so far. Like hands down, nobody disagrees with you when you say it because it's just so good. But this is the best one of 2018 thus far. Yeah, man. So how's work going? What you up to? What you doing?
Just quality control.
Is it a warehouse or what?
No, it's call center.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, like billing and shit.
Yeah, you're making sure everyone does what they're supposed to do. Nice.
You know, just making sure that the flow of the calls right, the proper customer service is being given. You know, people are speaking with like good English. Like, there's this one cat that was just like, yeah, dog, yeah, we got you, Bill. Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just like you can't talk like that. Like I can't believe the dude got hired. I was like, you know, you gotta speak clearly. And so I had to ding him points on that shit and explain to his team lead, you know, hey, you really need to, go over how to properly enunciate with this guy. Like, it's a bad reflection on the company, blah, blah, blah. Because I started, like, this past week, so actually, like, doing my own shifts.
What were you doing before this?
Trading.
Trading?
Just trading for the night shift.
No, I meant, like, what was your job before this?
Oh, nothing. For a student. Professional student.
Nice. That's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm probably gonna quit.
Probably what?
It's just too much. It's gonna be too much during school.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I go 6 to 1.
Yeah.
What am I gonna go to class? 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then pretty much drive the 40 minutes from Gainesville back to Ocala. And go to work. No.
Fuck that.
Not when I don't have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny, dude, is I almost took a job in Ocala to be a service technician to chase big cable troubles. Instead of like the guys that install your internet, I'd be the guy that they call to go and fix like the big issues. And that's what I used to do for AT&T.
Right on.
When I worked for AT&T, that's what I did. Like I told you, man, it's a great job. It's different inside. Like my mom works inside, and the union's awesome, man. For that, you know, I'm not a big union person, but the CWA for inside is great. They'll take care of you when management tries to fuck you. They really will.
Yeah.
Outside, if you're doing anything outside, or if you're in a warehouse, that's why I was asking about the warehouse. The union will fuck you to try to get what's best for them.
Dude, it's cellular, AT&T cellular.
Yeah, so you're good. You guys are the golden children anyway.
See, I used to work for AT&T down in Fort Lauderdale. I did quality for their internet department.
Oh, okay.
Because in South Florida, they have they're an ISP.
Right.
And it's a lot different, but it's part of what got my foot in the doors that I've already been with them, you know?
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm just, I feel for you, man, because I'm in the same boat, dude. It'll be easier for you to just bounce than it will for me, for sure. Only because I'm probably the last person Liz would ever expect to leave.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've stuck with him through a couple insane drama issues that happened before you got here. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, and then going back to what you were saying, like, about, great people. Archie, probably the best mage I've ever seen, but he's not reliable.
Yeah.
He's my buddy, but he's not reliable. So you can't really count on Archie.
Yeah. There was a dude that used to come and raid with us back in WAD. And had an open spot for him. He was the greatest shaman, elemental shaman, the greatest elemental shaman I've ever seen. Regularly parsed top in the world when he'd show up. And you know what else, dude? He was a fucking keyboard turner. Not only that, like, he didn't use any keybinds. He was a keyboard turner. And here's the other thing. Yeah, he fucking clicked. He clicked his buttons. And motherfucker, I told him, I said, dude, I was like, you realize you would be even better if you used your keyboard to press the buttons. Ah, well. It's just not comfortable for me. Okay.
No.
And you know, what do you say? He's fucking top shaman in the world. And he just didn't give a fuck. There we go.
Like, I'm
I got the Wave 40.
Wow.
I got
nice,
Wave
dude.
40, yeah, dude. That's awesome. But I got a title. Eh,
Nice.
yeah. I'm gonna use that one too. That one's a hard one to get. That's replacing Chosen, man. That's how much I like.
Nice.
Yeah,
So, how'd the leather armor set look for the Chosen?
it's so fucking ugly. I'm
Is
going. Yeah, I'm going tonight in 2 hours to do the plate one because the plate one looks good.
Oh, Walter seems to think it looks amazing, and I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah, it looks a whole lot better than.
Dude, the buff one looks horrible. I was just doing it for the title. I didn't really give two shits about the armor set,
Yeah.
but I can only imagine with